Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Saints podcast. We are here on the campus of Seward County Community College. And, the Ag department are one of our favorite departments on campus. These guys always have a good time, always have a bunch of awesome people coming up with them. And, hey, we got some more in the studio today. Of course, you might recognize Mr. Nodeman over there in the corner and Mr. Teeter there, but we have a couple of new people with us. So if you guys want to go around the table, introduce yourselves, and tell us who you are, what you're all about.
Well, I'll start, and I'm Haylea Alexander, and I live around Satana, and I am homeschooled, and I'm here enjoying the Ag department, love it, and so.
There you go.
My name is Ashley Paniagua. I'm from Rolla, Kansas, where I am currently a junior at Rolla High School. I enjoy doing the Ag program because Ag has always been a way of life for me, so if you get the chance, come and do it.
There we go. All right. Jaxon, go.
I'm Jaxon Teeter. I'm from Hugoton, Kansas, and I am a student at Seward County Community College Ag program.
Yeah, and I'm Nick, the Ag instructor.
Right. We know Nick. So
Yep.
There we go.
We know him. We love him.
Right.
The best.
So he's got you guys brainwashed too, huh?
Grade dependent on it.
Grade
Yeah.
dependent
Yep.
on it. That's what we said.
Yeah.
Not about flattery and bribes, people. Okay?
Exactly.
It goes for most of us. All right. So what makes this podcast a little different from the one that we did the other day is that Haylea and Ashley, you guys are high school students. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
All right. So can you guys tell me just from your perspective about the Ag program and why you guys decided in high school to get involved with agriculture? You kind of mentioned it a little bit, but let's kind of dive into that a little bit.
Well, I was going to the Satana High School, and I was enjoying it there, but I felt I could better my Ag research and education knowledge and just wanted to come and further that here. And I knew this was a great place to do it, and I can start on some college hours and maybe get my associate's degree in Ag and see where I go on from there. So that's why I wanted to come.
Very nice. Ashley, what about you?
Well, I was doing good at Rolla High School, but then they said, well, do you want to come do Ag program here at Seward County? And I said, well, yeah, because, I saw that they had greenhouses, and I like working with plants and animals and all that. And I'm a first-generation college person from my family, so this is like a really big move for us. And I thought, well, why not do it? Let's do it.
So there we go. So are you Ashley, are you familiar with like greenhouse operations and stuff like that? Are you working in the greenhouse right now?
Yes, today was a lab day, and we're fixing stuff up in the greenhouse. I'm in charge of mapping out all the hydroponic stuff, all the plants. Right now we're growing tomatoes, bell peppers, and cucumbers, and I'm in charge of organizing all of them and taking care of them.
Just transplants and all that cool stuff. So
Yeah.
It's great fun.
Phenomenal job.
Yeah, we kind of, in lab days, I just kind of turn it over to the high school students to give them real world work that here's your job, go do it.
Follow your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow your heart. We have to use that a lot. When there's a lot of questions, I just tell them to follow their heart. They'll figure it out, right, wrong, or indifferent. You got to learn it one way or the other, so they just do it.
Right. And you guys will find that a lot of times, especially whenever you hit like a certain level of employment, that you are not given specific instructions on what to do during the day. They just said, okay, here's stuff that needs to be done. Go figure it out and do it. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the first time I put Haylea in charge of tomatoes and harvesting and taking care of those, and she asked, well, how do I do that? And I said, I don't know, figure it out. I mean, so what if I mess it up? And I'm like, well, now you know how not to do it.
don't do it again.
Yeah.
You figured out that don't do it that way. It doesn't work.
There's some water there, probably some soil.
Tomatoes? I only grow these in my backyard, not 9-foot vines.
Yeah, that's important to note, too. Going from backyard garden to what we do in the greenhouse.
From there hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like
A
a
mini
giant
jungle.
jungle
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, of course, I was in there a few days ago, and the vines are looking just amazing, man. They're huge. So, yeah, we can't wait for those fresh fruit and stuff like that, fresh veggies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait for that. Okay, so, Haylea, what is your, because there's lots of different sides to the agriculture program, and Ashley, she's definitely doing greenhouse kind of crop production kind of stuff. What's your sort of specialty?
I'm kind of everywhere. I do a lot of work with the high tunnels. We've been cleaning those out and, doing some work in the greenhouse. But I just try to be constantly working and doing whatever I need.
Yeah, she's the workhorse.
Trying to do whatever I need to do whenever needs to be done. So.
Yeah, everybody needs a linchpin, man. They need somebody that can do it all.
Yeah, Maylee's definitely that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
I try.
Yeah. So can you tell me about some of the specific courses that you guys are taking? And hang on, just real quick. You might notice we're not talking a whole lot to Jaxon or Nick. They're just basically here for emotional
not very
support.
They are
Yeah.
here for
We're
our
just here-
emotional
We're
support.
here for looks.
So,
Totally.
Yeah.
Just to keep everything looking pretty.
Exactly.
So.
That's why we keep Jaxon around. Hair is phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I'm
yeah.
told.
Clothes
I'm
in the
told.
wind,
I'm told.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, ladies, can you tell me some of the classes that you guys are taking right now? What are some of your favorite classes?
We're taking about 5 classes here. We're taking Principles of Horticulture, and we have a lab for that one, beef production, farm and ranch management, and then we have environmental quality, and what am I forgetting?
Nope, that's it.
That's
That's
it?
all I
Okay.
got this semester.
I don't remember
Yeah.
any of the
So-
classes I'm taking.
Yeah.
She just
So
rattles them off.
I try to keep people on track sometimes when we're
So-
taking notes. Don't know what slideshow and what class
Right.
we're in, but
real quick, tell me about the environmental quality class, because that always sounded interesting to me. What's that about?
yeah. Well, we look a lot at like the green energy, and we've written papers on our windmills and solar panels, and we're looking at the pros and cons of all those things and what how to help our environment and things like that.
Alternative energy stuff.
Yeah.
From an ag perspective, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decide if they're beneficial or not beneficial, like on like large scale farms or like small scale farms, like solar panels and all
Producing
that.
your own energy. And
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that would make a lot of sense, especially if you're doing more kind of large scale operations that you would have kind of your own power source, right? That's kind of
Yep.
what we're looking at. Yeah, very, very nice.
Biodiesel fits into that one. You know, we talked about biodiesel the last time, so that
Right.
we'll kind of finish out the semester with some biodiesel stuff.
Yeah.
So, ladies, are you guys getting into the biodiesel stuff right now?
Not as much as
No.
I'd like to, in all honesty, but I mean, I know that's going to be something we'll work towards, and I think like next year we'll definitely.
No,
do
it's coming
more.
this semester.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we just have to go in order with some things.
Right,
So
yeah.
we'll finish out the semester with some biodiesel stuff.
a lot of talking about it, and
Yeah.
we're going to get to the hands-on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Very cool. So, what are your favorite classes? I mean, what are some of the favorite things that you're doing right now in the ag department?
So one of my favorites is the Principles of Horticulture and lab. So like learn about like all the plants, how they work and all that. And like the lab day, because I can like, so we like do stuff in the greenhouses and work with all the plants. And I also like beef production because I like learn about animals.
Yeah,
And I'm not much, so I don't know a whole lot about cattle, but I like learning about cattle.
yeah, yeah. And of course, in our area, huge cattle country.
Oh,
up
yeah.
there, so.
Yeah,
It's like a cattle
absolutely.
capital.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say how many feed yards do we have in maybe a 40-mile radius? I don't know. It was
Oh.
ridiculous the last time I counted.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
apparently they pollute.
We'll learn about that environmental quality.
Yes, it's talking about methane and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So cow farts. So.
Yeah, I think most of the students enjoy the lab portion because
Yeah,
then they
for
don't
sure.
have to hear me lecture 24/7 and
Right?
No.
yeah.
It's nice to do hands-on stuff,
Yeah, it's nice to get out and actually do stuff and take what we've learned in the class and go out and the students actually do it and
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
see what they can do with everything. It's one thing to talk about growing a tomato plant, but when you can actually go grow a tomato plant, it's a completely
and watch it
different.
grow. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is also just one of the cool things, especially about the ag department. One of them, all the stuff over here at Industrial Tech, hands on, man. All this stuff is hands on. You guys obviously like getting your hands dirty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, most of the times they'll try to get me to go out and do lab days, even on lecture days, and if we get some stuff done on Friday,
We've
I'm
persuaded
not
him a
saying,
couple
I'm not
times.
saying we won't go out and work on Fridays and get some stuff done, but yeah, definitely being able to go out and work hands on, I think is a
I think
big
everybody enjoys it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you can't blame him, Nick. Derailing a teacher is a national student pastime.
Yes, I think there's probably a high school course on that, on how to do that to college instructors.
How to derail it, yeah.
I didn't take it, so I'm not really good at keeping on track all the time when I need to. So it must just be a relatively new course. I don't know.
There we go. It's like,
We sure know how to do it.
well, that's a good idea. We should go clean the greenhouse.
You know what? That really needs to be done. Why don't we just
Yeah.
go get her done now?
Yeah, we'll skip the lecture. All right.
Yeah, but I think when you allow the students to go out and work on stuff, they take ownership, and then they tend to
Take
do
pride in
better.
it.
Yeah, they want to do good in
Right.
it, and I think from a learning aspect, there's no better way to learn when when you want to go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you guys have special that, at some of the other departments, some of the other degrees and stuff that they don't, is you guys can actually see literal fruits of your labor. And that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we planted those squash plants. When did we do those?
Oh my gosh,
A couple
2
months
weeks
I
ago.
just
Not that long
not
ago.
very
Like
long
at
ago,
school.
and we already have.
We already have actual squash
Yeah.
growing.
Yeah.
Not just the plant, the actual squash.
Actual squash. When you guys do yellow squash?
Yeah, yellow
Yeah.
squash.
Nice.
We have a
And then
couple
we
little guys just like that big.
yeah, the cucumbers.
They're
We've
growing.
got a bunch of cucumbers now.
yeah.
I mean, so it's. I mean,
We are definitely seeing the fruits of our
yeah.
labor.
When you say
Yeah,
they're
that's what I'm
seeing it,
saying,
I mean
man.
they're in real time. It's not like planting it and waiting a half a year to see it. They're seeing what they're getting done in the moment.
Yeah.
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 And that always also brings, that kind of just that sense of accomplishment, man. That feels great.
Yeah. And then the herbs too, which you said you'd come over and try
Yeah.
some. And
Yeah, I
had,
do. I
Maybe
do.
I've missed you. I don't know.
No, I
Oh,
I need to
okay.
come over. I do.
They are
I need to
phenomenal.
come over. I need
They
to
are.
grab
They're
some,
just growing.
yeah,
growing
I need-
like weeds.
I need to grab some dill.
We actually
Yeah.
have so much we're transplanting them now because
Yeah,
we
we've
just
got
don't
to.
have room for them, and
Really?
we have a lot of room.
So that's the downfall, Eric. When you turn the kids loose, I think we maybe overdid some stuff, but
Overgrown a little bit.
no.
So,
it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
So it works out.
and it's better to have everything like overgrown than you're
Yeah.
like, oh, why is nothing growing right
Yeah,
now?
Exactly.
Yeah, we got lucky, and we're having a lot of luck with what we're growing, and what we've grown is growing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's growing incredibly well. So I mean, really, it's a real world type deal too. I mean, you're not going to leave here and go in the real world and everything be perfect. So they're having to figure out things to do to make adjustments
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get to where they need to be. So works out good.
Very nice. All right, let's take it back from the ladies because if you let Nick talk, he'll just keep going.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
don't stop.
So,
I'm generally quiet, but
so ladies, you guys are in high school now, and what are your plans, kind of post graduation? I mean, what are you wanting to do in the whole the whole wide umbrella of agriculture?
Well, after I get my certificate here, I kind of want to get my associates in ag here. That way my credits can transfer really well and maybe see where I can go from there and maybe get like a business or entrepreneurship degree at a bigger college and see where that takes me. Or if plans change. So, I mean, everything's up in the air right now.
Yeah.
So,
but it's going to be an ag. So
yeah,
Ag
definitely.
something. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters is ag.
It's gonna agribusiness somewhere in there.
Right.
Yeah. Ashley, what about you?
So after I get my certificate, I might come back in and do my associates, get that done, and then graduate high school. And then after that, I'll like help my family run the farm and do because we got a goat breeding business, and I'll like help out with all that good stuff. And just from there, just take it, see where life takes me.
Okay.
The goat's excited,
Ride the
Eric.
train.
They did.
I seen it. He
They
got
did.
excited
They
about hearing.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is all right. So, I like goat.
Yeah.
A goat is pretty good. A smoked goat with some. You do
Yeah,
it
if
just
it's cooked right.
That's the best barbacoa you'll get.
Yeah, do like a braised goat or a smoked goat with like a little. I like doing like a little yogurt mint sauce.
Oh,
Almost,
yeah.
almost similar to like a lamb.
Yeah.
And it's so good. So
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
right.
Now we're hungry.
time is it?
So now that I know somebody who has goats, I might have to hit you up actually for some
Yeah,
goat.
it might be a possibility. Good goat
yeah.
tastes good.
It does. It really
Yeah.
does. I mean, if you do it right, it's really
Yeah.
good. So, all right. We're coming up here on about 15 minutes or so, and ladies, I just got as we kind of get ready to close out, I want to know what kind of advice you would give to your fellow high school students that are looking to come in, that are either wanting to come in to a career in agriculture, wanting to come into the program here at Seward County. What would you tell them?
Well, if the opportunity is available, why don't you just take it? I mean, there's just a lot of opportunities here and chances for you to grow. So, I mean, right now it's free for us. So get some schooling out of the way, and it's a great opportunity, and just
Yeah.
jump on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I would tell high schoolers, well, if it fits in your schedule and you can take the time to do it, just do it. Like, it should be free for you because it's high school, but
Yep.
if you want to do it, just do it. Follow your heart.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
we go.
Yeah. We
Follow
have
your
one
heart.
of the best instructors
Yes.
in the entire campus.
Yes,
so
he's the
hurry
best.
up and get over
And
here.
Ashley's like, I can't explain it to you. If you don't know, I can't explain it to you. Just do it.
Exactly.
I have fun. If you like getting your hands dirty and just doing hands-on work, just I would recommend it.
Yeah.
For sure.
If I had
Yeah.
any advice, it'd just be, do college classes while you're in high school so you can be
Yup.
done with college sooner. Because
Well,
There's
and not
always-
just that. I think then you get a feel for what you want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I went in college, you didn't have those opportunities, so you thought what you wanted to do, and then you get into it, and you may not want to do that.
Yeah.
And so the nice thing about this program is it allows students to figure out that, hey, this is something I want to continue pursuing, or that's just not for me. I need to maybe rethink my path, and you just don't have that heartache with having to figure it all out.
figure it out
Yeah.
early.
That and your bills, like, because ladies, you mentioned you get it for free because you guys are in high school in Kansas, right? So yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Senate Bill 155, the CTE, Career and Technical Education Bill, those will pay for the classes for high school students. So if you are a high school student that are interested in getting into one of our CTE programs, including agriculture, with all of these amazing people right here at the
Absolutely.
table,
Of course.
you know,
Phenomenal.
Be
Phenomenal.
sure yeah. Be sure you speak with your counselor about that. I will put up the admissions contact information here in just a little bit. So get a hold of us, and we will turn you on to our director of outreach and your local high school coordinator for how you sign up for those college classes. Anything else, guys, that we need to talk about before we wrap
I
up?
think the one thing we didn't mention with the high schoolers doing the courses is that both of these girls are juniors in high school right now.
Right.
And once they complete a year's worth of the program here, they will actually graduate from Seward County Community College with a certificate degree, walk across stage, do commencement just like anything a year before they will graduate from high school. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of a neat opportunity that kids, generally don't get, that we have the opportunity to offer to high school students. So it's kind of a neat deal for that.
Yeah.
That's grade, dependent. You got to pass your classes to be able to do that.
That's a very good
But-
point, and
Right.
The opportunity's there.
very true.
Yeah. So any other advice or anything that, as we're getting ready to wrap up?
Follow your heart.
There we go.
There you go. That's the ag
Yeah.
motto.
That is the
Follow
ag
your
motto.
heart.
There we go. All right. Thank you so much for coming into the studio, guys. Like I said, I will put up that admissions contact info here in just a second. So be sure to get a hold of us if you want to take classes. I mean, if you're coming in as a traditional new college freshman, wanting to start as a high school, or you're, somebody that's wanting a change of career, get a hold of us and we'll absolutely help you out, get you into some of these classes. Other than that, hey, we'll see you next time.
Make ag your choice.
Yes.